So here I am in the sleeper, trying to get this door to open up in the back here. Got the door panel off. Had to drill out a couple of the screws up here. A couple of them snapped off. A little corrosion in here, you know. So everything moves. It's an interesting door lock. Which is which? That feels like a lock to me. But everything seems to move, but she don't open. Sorry, I keep drifting down there. So I'm not sure. I'm going to maybe try to get some penetrating oil in there. And maybe go outside and spray the hinge. Maybe the hinge is screwing up too. See, she should be opening. Ooh. What's that down there? I lubed her up, let it sit for a little while, see what happens. Maybe you can tell I, excuse me, breathing that insulation in there. Maybe you can tell I did some hand polishing on the truck. Somebody polished her up pretty good before. You know, there's some areas that aren't very good. But yeah, I did a little hand polishing. I finally got some mud flaps on her. Had these mud flaps laying around a couple years. Like to get some longer ones. Man. So without the truck title, I haven't been doing a whole lot to her except little stuff like trying to get that door open and polishing. And I think even modern trucks need a vent right here for your feet. Yeah, and I got the pieces for the mud flap on this side. Someone must have blew a steer over here and messed all that up. It's still not quite right. I think the other side looks a lot better. I don't think this side's straight, and I'd like to move it outward a little bit more. And on this side, you know, this bracket down here is bent like this a little more than the other side. So I just heated up my anti-sealed sail brackets and kind of bent it, because it was hitting the tank if you mounted it without bending it. Yeah, we can't have that. So this side's a little tweaked. Maybe I'll piss around with it some other time. But got all the stickers off the battery box. Had to changed that air fitting there. It started leaking on the back of the tank. But yeah, not a whole lot of progress going on. I do have some mud flaps for the rear on order. I really need this title thing straightened out. Especially before I buy a turbocharger. So yeah, they said the title I had wasn't the current title and I needed to go get the up-to-date title. They told me the title was changed or updated or whatever in January 1st, 2006. They wouldn't tell me whose name is on the other title. So I tried calling Georgia BMV. They didn't really help any. And I told the guy I bought the truck off of about it. So he called the guy he bought the truck off of. And he never did the title work either. And he said he asked him if he could get a hold of the guy he bought the truck off of, which I believe is whose name is on the title I have. And he said he hasn't talked to that guy in 15 years, and he doesn't know how to get a hold of him. So no one knows how to get a hold of the guy whose name's on the title. Guessing he still lives in Georgia. I tried to find him on Facebook. I found someone I think might be his son, but there's no way that I can comment on any of his posts for some reason, and I tried to send him a DM, but no response. So, Indiana, one of the things you can do to get a title is to go to the courthouse and you ask for a court-ordered title. So that's what I did. Paid a fee, like $160, and you just fill out this sheet of paper that it like vaguely describes your situation. And then I submitted all the evidence I have, which is the wrong title. That's no good. Then I gave him my bill of sale that I got from the other owner. And I went ahead and printed out my little bank statement showing the money I took out to pay for the truck. And I could screenshot some text messages and submit those as evidence. They told me the judge either signs off on the paperwork and then I take the paperwork to the BMV and the BMV will issue a new title. Or they said there'll be some kind of a hearing or some kind of a trial or something along those lines for me to further explain the situation to the judge, and I don't know what happens from there. If they try to get in contact with the original owner or what exactly they'll do. I filed that on Monday, about a week ago now. So, still haven't heard anything. Don't know when I will. And I guess they send this all in the mail, so that'll make it take a little bit longer. So, haven't been doing much without the title. And that's where I'm at. Sweet.